6 north for 7 miles.
Well, howdy once again, friends and family and viewers that may be just skimming through and come across my YouTube channel of Rolling Tumbleweed. Thought I would, I'm about 18 miles outside of a small town called Rule, that's R-U-L-E, Texas. Just thought I would run my video on my phone from here to there and give you kind of an idea of the small community that my relatives live in, and kind of give you an idea as to how far away it is from everything. The city of Rule, or the town of Rule, is not really close to anything. It's about 60 miles northwest of Abilene. The biggest town that's closest to it would be 10 miles away. That's Haskell, which is the county seat, so it's in Haskell County. But anyways, just enjoy the video, and I may have some things to say or talk about in between here and there, but if not, it's just going to be kind of a long visual video without any audio to it. Be kind of hard to tell on the actual video, but way to the west, directly in front of me, is a pretty good sized thunderstorm. It's not likely that I'm going to drive into that because I'm not going that far to the west. I've only got about 2 or 3 miles up here before I take a right and go back north again. But the entire horizon off to the straight due west and straight up north actually looks like some very big thunderclouds. So I'm not looking at a radar right now, but if those storms are moving south and east, then might encounter some thunderstorms later this evening in this neck of the woods. I haven't seen the weather forecast for out here, but I can tell you right now the thermostat on my car is showing 100 degrees outside. Right now it's partly cloudy, but not not very many clouds at all. Just mostly sunny. Not sure how good the camera can see the crops that are sometimes on the right and sometimes on the left. A lot of the crops in this particular area, they usually plant cotton. So I've noticed the field off to the right is not cotton right now. It looks like it may have been wheat at one time, but it's already been harvested and is drying out. So it may have been may have had a huge wheat harvest out here this year. There's definitely not cotton out there right now. Limit is 75. I got my cruise set at 78 again, so I can hold her steady. Yeah, there's some cotton off to the right. Looks like it's really nice and green, so possibly that could be irrigated out there so they can keep water on it, but I think we've had a pretty good substantial amount of rain this summer. It's not mature cotton. It won't mature till later in the year. If you ever come out here close to when they were getting ready to strip it, that field will look just as white as if it snowed. And white cotton will be up on top. It's pretty neat to see, especially when they have a really good year.
1/2 a mile, turn right onto Highway 6 North, Texas 6 North. Signs for rule. Continue on Highway 6 North for 10 miles.
If you're traveling this highway at night, you gotta use a lot of caution. They've had a lot of trouble, and even I, at one time many years ago, was traveling through here not too late after the sun went down and encountered a wild hog and crashed my pickup into it. I had a small Nissan pickup. It tore up the front end pretty good. Had a decent insurance policy at the time, so it was able to be fixed. But yeah, there's this particular area out here, there's at nighttime, you can encounter almost any kind of critter. Wild hogs, coyotes, and of course any kind of regular varmints, rabbits, skunks, raccoons, even. My cousin, she driving along between Rural and Aspermont going to work one night and ran over a porcupine. Big one too, man. Caused her to flip her car. Just really got to be careful when you're driving these roads at night. Daytime, at least you can see ahead of time maybe before something runs out in front of you. Year for that this year. That's good because some years in a drought that don't do very well, dries up, it doesn't grow, so they're not even really able to harvest it. Those rolls that were out there look like they had a good year for the hay. It'll come in handy for the ranchers feeding their cattle and horses and taking care of their livestock. the way it is in these little towns. You be driving along and nothing but rows and rows of cotton and pasture, and boom, all of a sudden you're at the city limit. Also got to watch your speed. That's a good way to get a ticket. Been quite a while since I've been out here. Pretty much looks the same as far as appearances go. I think the population may be around 700. Looks like a big rig back there. There must be a truck driver lives here in town somewhere. That's a good place for him to park it. I forgot, this is Sunday, so Sunday evening right now is church services are happening.
In a quarter mile.
I'm going to turn off the main highway here. Go one block over to where my